On this day in Disney history, January 14th, 1955, the Donald Duck short No Hunting, directed by Jack Hanna, was released in theaters. At first glance, No Hunting looks like a simple gag cartoon. Donald Duck, inspired by a pioneer ancestor, heads into the woods when hunting season opens. But underneath the slapstick is something surprisingly sharp, one of Disney's most pointed satires of the era. Released in CinemaScope as theatrical cartoons fought to stay relevant, the short uses the widescreen format not just for spectacle but for storytelling. Walt Disney embraced the technology early, and director Jack Hanna fills the expanded frame with crowded forests and endless hunters, turning the natural landscape into something that looks more like a battlefield. And that's where the short really stands out. As hunting season opens, the cartoon escalates into a full-blown war parody, complete with trenches, parachuting hunters, and martial music, clearly drawing on imagery Disney had used just a decade earlier in wartime propaganda films. The joke lands hard. The hunters are far more dangerous to each other than to any animal. That edge came directly from Jack Hanna's own experiences. As a kid, he went on hunting trips with his father and came away convinced that sport hunters were chaotic, restless, and often absurd. No Hunting became this way of poking fun at that culture, without preaching and without losing Donald's trademark chaos. The short also sneaks in a surprisingly modern environmental gag, a brief cameo by Bambi and his mother, who quietly abandoned the forest after seeing it littered and ruined. It's quick, subtle, and decades ahead of the conversations Disney would later have more openly. Narrated by Robert C. Bruce and featuring Clarence Nash as Donald, No Hunting was Disney's first short of 1955, and it earned an Academy Award nomination for Best Animated Short Film. It ultimately lost to Speedy Gonzales, but the nomination marked one of the final times Donald Duck would reach Oscar recognition in his classic theatrical run. At just over 5 minutes long, No Hunting is the shortest Donald Duck short of the Golden Age, but it proves that even late in the era, Disney cartoons could still surprise audiences with sharp humor, technical experimentation, and a bite that felt anything but safe. Follow for more Daily Disney History.